Hello, my name is Werner Seibold, and this is my oral exam for the class of Industrial Automation. Let's begin with the first question. The advantage that we have with a PIC controller is that our process and that it controls our process, and if our measurements are in the range of what we wanted, that it is, and also that we can check our system on the computer beforehand and check if everything is working with Proteus, for example. So we make the circuit that we wanted and we check it up to every aspect that everything works correctly. Also, we can make fast changes by updating our PIC with, for example, the PIC. We can update our PIC really easily and adjust our system to its needs and vary them also with if our needs and everything change. The disadvantages are that we need a program to program it ourselves with the language of C, and this can take them some time to learn the language and to understand how the program works. Also, with each PIC, it's different because some of them are smaller, some of them are bigger, some of them have a bigger memory, some of them are running on 8-bit, some of them are running on 16-bit, so we have to check everything and see if the PIC that we have is going as we want it to. With the duck or with the DIQ, it is more understandable and easy. You need the software for it, like LabVIEW, but it's more graphical and just easier to understand the software. Also, you can use your computer then as the device which does the computing. So our computer works as the PIC, then, for example. And the duck is just there for the connections that come then into your laptop. The disadvantages are that because you need your laptop, you can make it run by itself. You can't make it run by itself, and therefore makes it for the real world more impractical. It is very good for the lab and for tests, but that's about it. To the second question, it is referring to the PLC and if we can connect a PLC instead of our PIC. To change our PIC, we have for PLC system, we just need to connect all our devices that are connected to each port of our PIC. We just need them to connect to our PLC. This has the advantage that we have more computing power with the PLC and also more input and outputs. This could be good if we're implementing more things into our circuit and we need more space because we have more things, for example, more ventilators, more sensors, more calefactores, more heaters, more everything. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. Also, the PLC does the conversion from analog to digital by itself, which will be a lot easier and less time consuming for us to implement. Also, it could give us a faster response time and it actualizes the interface more easily, and the interface is more understandable and more easy to understand. Then for the fourth question, the implementation of a PID controller instead of a binary control system would be good because then we have a feedback system which can give us the current speed of positioning of everything. This could help us with controlling the greenhouse and also for the time when we want to automate the system more, when we want to bring more automation into the system, for example, with robots, with more things that give us a higher grade of automation into our system. Because if we are going to implement more things which also have positioning and of the plants, for example, that we see, the fruits, how much they grow, how the plants grow over time, if we need to cut the roots, if we need to cut everything. Also the positioning then of the robots, if the robots are moving forward and we need to see where they are at that moment, is perfect with a PID control system, because then we know exactly at each moment where everything is and we don't need to check on it ourselves. We just can check it on our cell phone then, or on our laptop, on our device, wherever, to see where everything is, how everything is going, how much time then probably it will need to be finished and everything, which can give us way higher grade of automation, and also then we don't need to be that responsible of it all the time. We just be there for, like, to check on it, not really going there and doing the things. um Also, it can make the whole system more secure because it checks the end output, like the output of of our robot or of our sensor, everything, and it checks it, and so we have a double check, which sends then the feedback back to our PIC or to our PLC or whatever, and so we have a completed circle, which shows us how much voltage we got at that point right now in the moment and how much we're sending. So we have a more secure and a better system, which can also save a lot of energy in the future. To the last questions, the advantages of automation would be that it gives a higher productivity and efficiency, not only to the company but also to the worker, because he has more supports, and the machines to help him with his job. Along with that, we can get more safety for the workers, better product quality, and also higher output of the product. So for the side of the company, it makes absolutely sense to automate the process of the manufacturing, and for the workers as well, because they have more security, they have more advantages with that system. Sadly, there are always disadvantages to that come with all of that upside of automation. Because of automation, also not all of the workers are needed anymore, and therefore get laid off and lose their jobs. But it creates also new jobs as maintenance of their new factories, of their robots, of fluids, of everything. Another disadvantage is the cost to install the whole system and to make it work properly, because it's very pricey, and so we need to check everything and see if we need that part, if we don't need that part, and it can get a lot pricey with a higher process, with a higher automated system, of course. But as you can see, the advantages of the system are a lot more than the disadvantages, so I highly recommend it for everybody. Thank you for listening. This was my presentation. A question that I forgot to answer before is, to make our system better, we can implement a PIC controller for the whole system, which will make it more reliable and more safe. Or we make we make a connection via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, which helps us to get the system more accessible, and also on our cell phones, which would make it better. Thank you. I hope it's not a problem that I put it in the end.